everything. Not here, though. In fact, we should nail that one down before they get a chance to rectify their own mistake. Did Georgia belong to the Hansa, says Golden Deer, but Motor Oil Spill is already correcting them, saying, of course it did. I mean, if it didn't, we wouldn't have it, so I don't know why you'd even ask. Alright, thankfully, with 3 shock, with 3 siege and plenty of cannons, these will not take very long. But damn, do I want more of these. I need more centres of origin. Which is why I need London. Then I'll get even more of my splendour. Wouldn't mind having a more powerful subject either, but nobody really fulfills that criteria. Scotland could if I fed them Ireland. Swamp Germany I'm eating. Would Ireland be enough to get you up there, Scotland? Potentially, it's all about 10 development apiece. Just wish you were a bit less bad at everything, Scotland. Okay, good timing. Aragon just became Defender of the Faith, which would have made this considerably less possible. I wasn't aware Palatinate would be involved, but that's probably just because it was right there in plain writing and I was paying 0 attention. Let's look at who we're at war with. Yeah, it's this Central Europe that I don't want to be part of at all. Friesland are already so covered in revolts, I'm surprised they don't get out of this immediately. And they would be probably if we took down... Hang on, what do they even have left? Ah, yes, of course. Their Great Lakes. I wonder if having this wouldn't make them change their mind. I mean, look at you. You got nothing. Salzburg, on the other hand, quite a lot, so maybe I shouldn't get too complacent about their armies. Morum. I don't want to give you that. But what do we care about Morum? I care about Morum a lot because Minorico back in the day, that was his claim to fame. Morum was its own nation, and what a nation. Okay, so as somewhat anticipated, the English are here in their droves. Fortunately, we too own these things called droves. Okay, it's too early in the war for Salzburg to give it all up. Well, we'll do what we can, which includes helping swampy Germany. Although I'd help them out with a considerably better general if I had one. Ching. Man, we chugging. Okay, unfortunately they're throwing in everything they can to this one battle that I really didn't care that much about. Ach, wheel. You know, Salzburg is the problem here, but we're a ways away from kicking them out of all of this. If I were to jump in here and deflect them, then that would put extra strain on here. I mean, do I really care about this battle so much? Okay, well, even the Palatinate are gunning in on it, so it's probably not a one battle. And even my cannons are taken to the front line here, so maybe I should just shimmy my way to reinforce Oberlaus. Oberpfalz, rather. And, you know, let the Ottomans do their thing. I would quite like them to take over Salzburg. Just finish off this horrible war. That's the whole reason I'm trying to take this one down. It's also worth noting that anybody that has Miltech 26, which does seem to include anybody but our side of the war, is going to enjoy +1 land morale and all the bonuses, as well as 2 better types of units, and the combat width will be widened accordingly. When did your Age of Revolution start? Oh, very promptly. Yeah, I think, yeah, very promptly. As soon as the Enlightenment touched down, and the Enlightenment was more or less immediate. Right, so the Ottomans are proving to be a liability here. But that's okay, I mean, this war will weaken them up just as we had planned. And then again, they know how to operate the droves mentality as well. Even though the morale difference is utterly disgusting, they have the discipline. Not asking for much here though, I just want Salzburg out of my face. Although I guess... Where's our 3 siege guy? He's still over here, isn't he? Just wish I had access to more leaders, but being a pathetic duchy doesn't help with that. This is okay, this is the last war we're ever going to need to finish off our Hansa. After that, there is one foe and one foe only that we need to take down. Don't have to worry about anybody else. Alright, Landen is a thing of the past. But we don't want you guys, and we do want... Oh crap, I could have sworn I had more heavies. Well, if you're not a heavy, you shouldn't be involved in this fight. Unfortunately, I think... Okay, it doesn't look like cogs are involved here. As well, they shouldn't be. And Scotland wants blood. They're taking those English down a notch. Who are we to blame them, though? Alright, Portugal's done and dusted. Yeah, I forgot that certain people called the Swedes still existed. Alright, you're down, so hopefully we can take down their capital, and then we can forget that Salzburg ever happened. Alright, toasty to the English. We'll get over to pate, or pale rather, and then it's goodbye to them. Oh right, bloody English. Still thinking that they can blockade me in. We don't have that much of a heavy fleet left, however the engagement width is still low enough. Mind you, their ships are better than mine. I'm kind of wanting somebody that can make our navy better. It doesn't look like they have many heavies left around here, so it's more or less mop up for us. Okay, so the English are still here as well. Heavy ship combat ability? Yes, please. They're going to be giving us devastation there as well, which is just bang out of order. So, we can crush the English. Unfortunately, we don't really have the general for it. That can be fixed, but I'd need that mill. They're all over here, which is a bit of a mistake. I don't want to pay for that, we can take them on. Or I could just not enter that fight and, well, whatever. We'll show them how good we can do without any leadership. Although if the Scots joined in... Come on, Scotland. Or don't, that's cool, whatever. We'll just show them what we're made of. Just in time for the Sublimely Magnificent to not give us that discipline bonus, because they're not actually involved here. Oh, I forgot the English still have their sublimely better mill tech than us. Let's get you repaired up. I don't want to be throwing away our heavy ships like they don't matter. Throwing away my units already like they don't matter. Somebody who clearly likes memes more than I do wants us to release Ulm. It's not how I operate. I operate on slaughtering my manpower in late game wars, it seems. Come on, Salzburg, you don't really want to be in this war, do you? I don't even need anything out of you. And we have very little to gain by throwing out more miners. Potential ally, I guess. Like I said, nothing really to gain. Okay, it's unfortunate that I couldn't chase him down for the kill, because I can't actually get to Limerick. But... gonna need to take these down anyway, eventually. He's just gonna get his units back. Unless I had transports there to help. Not you, but these guys. Little dangerous without you guys here to protect us, so get over there. You guys just soak up attrition for a while, it'll be fine. Except you barely reinforce there because you're nowhere near anywhere helpful. get back. It's kind of dangerous the way we're all split up here. Especially with my military lack of might. I just want Salzburg down, and then that should be Salzburg gone. Get you down so we reinforce a bit better as well, and we're good. Oh, and more excuses to murder the English, and... oh, you already moved in there. What I should have done was pull out somebody that's good at fighting, and then use you for this, which is exactly what I will do, you know, once I just throw away some of them to begin with. Okay, you can at least help out with that, I guess. Just in time to be discovered by the English, but I don't think there's anything worth doing against them right now. I suppose I could steal some maps if there's anything out there that I really want to know about. There really particularly isn't unless I need to know about the East Chinese Sea. But I'm not adjacent anywhere to even pick up one of these maps, so never mind. Can you form Russia? I've been able to form Russia forever, but this is a Rostovian perfect Hansa. So we're having something that resembles a bit of pride about that. I would love to finish quantity. Maybe I should. Forget that next tech. We can grab it later. We should be drowning in mill points as we go along. Especially if I fire unnecessary leaders. We don't really need you anymore. You won your battles, now go away. Salzburg are still engaged in a big battle, but with this falling right now, which it will, and that battle finishing, that'll be the end of Salzburg. I want to give up the money, and there's no land of theirs that I want, no alliance that I care about, no cores, and... I mean, it's a possibility. Hey, we could even do it as well. Well, let's see, we'll release Ulm. Like hell, I'm taking that money. Thanks for everything, Salzburg. I don't really care about any of this, so farewell. Yeah, great ratio there. Okay, that allows me to pull my units back, and there's a lot less to have to worry about now. Just this joker right here, Friesland, we'll get rid of you. Yeah, speaking of Friesland, they're enjoying some beautiful revolts. At least my cores are continuing on, if not finishing in a hurry. Now, I think we should just bring all of you guys over here. I don't like these sieges taking as long as they do. Jake, how many deaths in this war? Not enough. Yikes. I don't yet have the We Bled for this war achievement, I think. Maybe I'll get it against the Ottomans. Depends if I can bring anybody to fight against him. Hey, I know a guy. Distance between borders, very hard mode, just everything getting in the way of that. But I will turn on the Ottomans soon enough, and you never know. Ming the Merciless might want to be my friend. And then who's to bet that the Ottomans are going to find themselves a new friend in Savoy? No, they hate Savoy and Aragon. There aren't many big guys that they could even turn on by that point, which is good. Speaking of not good, this is going nowhere. Maybe I should have had mercs over there instead. Right, I don't want you getting torn to shreds, and I do want to defend my own provinces. And I do also want to get people out of this war that don't want to be in here, like the Palatinate. He apparently doesn't like being here anymore, and if I just had any diplomat... I'm going to be losing that spy network anyway. I'll be able to force him out. Especially when Fowles is about to go. Well, does Aragon need to form Spain? I don't know. Salamancia, perhaps? I wouldn't think it would be Sevilla, and I doubt heavily it would be Cadiz. But I haven't formed Spain in a long, long time, so I have no clue. Swamp Germany peasants have entered our land. That's the direst thing I think I've ever heard. And they're already dead. Jake, any chance you'll leave England alive as a landlocked OPM in Ireland just to make a mockery of their naval potential? No, because there's a lot of England still left out there. Actually, they're just English colonies, aren't they? England, what do you have? Oh, of course, they got all of this. Well, I'm not going to be stripping them of all of that. It's not even what we care about. We'll, however, do what we can here. I need to get Calais, and the Ottomans are actually unable to do anything without a bit more cannon help. Actually, don't we have a 3 siege guy with that province's name on it? Get on it, please. You guys sit back and watch. And now we have some people that can leave. We don't have the war score to actually force them out. But there's no point in carrying on with this far. Well, no, there's always a point in taking money. And once Fals falls, which won't take long, that'll be no problem. The English want out. Friesland, I'm surprised, even still want in. No, they don't. Yeah, they'll give it up. Like I said, I don't need your provinces. Just want your money. And I could give that province to Scotland, but I don't care about enlarging Scotland's overseas empire, so just give it to me. Another one bites the dust. Okay, so it kicks out people that have already been removed from the war's losses here. This is what we need. England to start feeling the burn on the mainland. And the war is probably going to last 5 years anyway, because I need to get 100% on Ansbach to take everything that I want off of England easily. Bit of a shame, but Fitkinamindi. Wasn't paying attention to it, but I'm glad that the boyars are not going to be on my case. Wouldn't mind them giving me a touch of military support though, but they'd have to like me a bit better. Okay, the generalship will go away soon, so I will take that. And I want that mill power. Well, want is a relative term. I think I need that mill power by now. You guys are looking good. Let's slaughter the English and take over the rest of Ireland. It's very unlikely I'll be able to take it all in this war, but I want to try at least. I want to take as much as I can. Admin efficiency would help with that, but that's not going to happen. We already got our extra merchant. Not that we're putting him to too much use. Mercs, garrison size, attrition, not very useful to us. Extra force limit, considerably useful to us. So yeah, might as well get it whilst we're in our own golden age. I'm gonna regret killing my admiral, haven't I? Come on, death to the English. They're not going to Cork, even though they say they're going to Cork. It's not really Cork. Probably going to Leinster. Been reminded again and again that it's not Leinster, it's Leinster. So okay, I'm trying my damnedest here. Just like the English are trying to survive. What a shame. Done like dinner. And again, my navy has seen better days. We're getting trashed here. I'll probably have to rebuild after all is said and done. They keep reinforcing. This is too dangerous for me. Get back to Norfolk. Yeah, I really will need to build up a bigger navy. Those 3-deckers are going to be important as well, and they're the best ones around, so let's ka-ching in on that one, and we will, in the future, build up a whole load of 3-deckers when we're getting ready to punch the Ottomans in their underbelly. Punch them in their everything, actually. And get rid of Palatinate, as we said we would. I could take more, but I don't want any more for the perfect Hansa. sure Hessen could be returned, or I could have them revoke their cores. I guess that's a good step. You own none of Swamp Germany. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Thanks for all your help. Move capital, Jake. 55-day diplomats. That's really not a concern. We have all the diplomatic nuance that we need around here. So, just to be clear, Ansbach, I want all of this. Expensive, you say? Well, you don't say. If I can grab a bit of... actually, Normandy would be nice. Have a plan. Try to get Normandy for Scotland. You have French missionaries again, Jake. I'm glad someone's paying attention to that. A couple of them at that. Wait, did something pop up and I said okay to it? Oh well. It can't be that important. Anyone correcting how to pronounce Irish provinces butchers them themselves half the time. Just take and rename them to varieties of potatoes. It is their destiny. Amen to that. And I've been tanking Aragonese nastiness for some time. Thankfully, the Ottomans have teched up to 26, so they can fight the English on somewhat even grounds. Unfortunately, the English have now arrived here due to me not having naval supremacy anymore. So we'll just try to take Cork as fast as we can. There's no way they can take down London in due time. Marches, possibly. And then we'll kick the English out once more. Oh right, Calais is down. I could probably just ship these guys over and kick their arses. So, you know, I totally will. Oh, what's that? You're terrified of my cannoneer? Well, isn't that a damn shame? Not happy about how they break through my front line, but I am, like I said, techs behind here. Away those jokers go. Do you consider Swamp Germany Panzer the Hansa, or will you integrate them? I am currently integrating them, and that integration will be done in about 6 years. Just perfect. No, Bretta, it's not your time to shine. Down. I'm not sure if I'd be able to directly give Co over to Scotland unless I actually signed it to them, but then it'll be a lot more expensive to take in the war. But this is not part of a perfect Hansa, so I can't possibly do that. Still, Calais is going to be mine, and as much of Ireland as we can stomach. Actually, very specifically, I want those forts. It's ugly, but Ireland is already ugly, so there's no problem to be had with that. Unfortunately, that gets rid of the co part of the agreement. So let's imagine it was going to Scotland as well. It should. Yeah, that's expensive. Oh, that's okay. I'll give them Normandy as well. And the English will be exiled to Ireland and France. Not even Normandy, which is hilarious to me. We can just sit back and let our friends the Ottomans do all the work, which is what we need right now, because our nation needs to repair. Thankfully we have our manpower recovery speed going up through the roof. And then there are more of these other kinds of swamp Germans trying to get on our case. Could spend this time and indeed this money thinking about making big-ass conscription centers, which is most useful in actual state provinces. Because otherwise we're only getting a fraction of that benefit. But hot damn, we are really kind of going to need that. Because I am going to need one hell of an army. Any more for any more. None up here. Okay, all the Finns want to serve us, it seems. Can't blame them. Would like the Danes serving us, but I don't think that's so easy. These provinces have been taken up. However, they have docks, right? Tell you what I don't need, it's that. AI builds way too many docks, we've got to change that. Where else do I have? Yeah, this is all good. Wasn't I planning on making Lubeck mine? I mean, we don't really need to. We earn buckets of ducats here anyway, so... But I still want those conscription centers in these kinds of provinces. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, it already has a conscription center. Why worry then? Is there anywhere else that I have not considered giving a conscription center to? What I will likely do is make use of my extra states later on, because there's still 4 more that I could assign. Also Bornholm. I often forget that you are one of us. So say goodbye to your dry dock and say hello to Conscription Center, because Adventure Island needs to pay their dues as well. I think what I'll do is I'll make our lands in the English Channel that way as well, otherwise other people are just going to drink it. Swamp Germany and Scotland have a fair share of this, otherwise Burgundy's going to get a tiny bit, and that's okay, because we still earn the Boon Dollar there. Spam trade buildings, Jake, you're the Hansa. We really don't need to, we already dominate what we have. Kicked everyone out of the Baltic Sea except for Scotland, and God knows what they're doing with that. Oh, they're trying to collect. Well, that's kind of cute. But yeah, utterly unnecessary. Wonder how much I could drain out of Champagne. Okay, so apparently taking Normandy for Scotland is too much. However, I can take one of them for Scotland and gift the other one over. Which one's more expensive though? Okay, Normandy is more expensive as it happens. So yeah, if I took Normandy for myself and gave Co to Scotland... Sorry, no, am I thinking this wrong? I'm probably thinking this wrong. No, it makes sense to me. That's a possibility. The idea is kicking England out of the English Channel altogether, so they won't be able to collect there anymore. And I highly doubt that they are going to maintain their capital in Alençon. So that works for me. Anyway, this war will be over after the 5 years is up, and that is in 1 year. Then we'll have a 100% war score, and we can do whatever we want to England, which is take everything we want, funnily enough. Could I really not take any of this from me? Well, this is what we do when we don't make them a co-belligerent. We have to pay the double, but that's okay. We've almost true-faithed everything we have here, which is wonderful. I need all the military power I can get, so I'm happy to pay the extra for you. Otherwise, we good. I were for Nitra, though. Maybe I should try giving them some really good forts. They can probably afford it, but... Well, when it comes to fighting the Ottomans, God knows what's going to happen. At least we have a good barrier of forts around here. But he just has so many men. Jake, do you want to give Ireland to Scotland for that splendour? I do. I really do.